Hey guys, welcome back to Love and Lace. I'm Kaylee and today I'm making the Monica Briefs. This is a free pattern that's available to download instantly at loveandlace.co.uk. Before you start sewing, you'll need to cut out one back, one front and one outer gusset. I'm using my stretch bamboo jersey for this, it's so beautifully soft. I'll put a link to that below. You'll also need an inner gusset cut from a natural fibre such as 100% organic cotton, and of course some plush elastic. Okay, first up you'll sew the front gusset. Do this by sandwiching the front piece between the outer gusset and the inner cotton gusset. So the front piece and the outer gusset should be right sides together, and the wrong side of the front is with the right side of the inner cotton gusset. Now sew through all 3 layers with your straight stitch. You don't have to overlock this seam here, but you can if you want if you're using a fabric that frays a lot. Now it's time to sew the back gusset. So again, we're going to sandwich the back piece between the outer gusset and the inner gusset. But to do this, you'll have to either twist the fabric into position or use my rolling method, which I'll show you here. So first of all, I'll put the back piece right sides together with the outer gusset, and I'll pin that into position. Now you should roll up the back and the front pieces towards that back gusset seam. This will allow you to take hold of the inner cotton gusset and flip it over to meet the back gusset edge. Pin that into position. You should have the right side of the inner cotton gusset together with the wrong side of the back piece. Now turn your garment out to the right side, and as you can see, both the front and back gusset seams are fully enclosed. You've got no raw edges on the inside of your garments. Change your stitch length to make it as long as possible, and then perform a quick holding stitch along either side of the gusset. Now it's time to sew the side seams, so turn your garment so the front and back is right sides together. And with 1/2 centimetre seam allowance, sew the side seams with a straight stitch. Then take this over to your overlocker or serger to finish the raw edges. If you don't have an overlocker, you can use a small zigzag stitch instead. Okay, so now that we've sewn the gusset and the side seams, it's time to measure out the elastics. You'll find recommended lengths for both the waist and leg elastics in the instructions document that comes with the Monica download. Okay, so starting with the waist, take your elastic and divide it into quarters. I'm marking these quarter points with a pin. You can also do it with a fabric pen, which I'll show you in just a minute when I go to do the leg elastic. Also mark the waistband on your garment into quarters. Do the same thing with the leg elastics and the leg openings on your garment. Here you can see I'm doing it with a fabric pen instead of pins. Now to attach the elastic, I'm going to use a two-step zigzag method. If your elastic has a decorative edge on it like mine does, you want that to face inwards towards your garment. You also want the plush side of the elastic to face up. This is the side that will be against the skin when worn. Place the elastic on your brief so that it's overlapping the raw edge by half a centimetre. I like to start either at the side seam or the centre back. Now start by zigzagging as close as possible to the decorative edge. You'll need to stretch out the elastic so that your quarter marks meet. Carry on until you get back to your starting point, at which point you want to overlap the elastic by around 1 to 2 centimetres. Perform a reverse zigzag stitch at the end. If you have any raw edges showing above your elastic, just trim them off at this point. That'll make sure that the inside of your garment is nice and neat. Now go ahead and repeat those steps to attach the elastic to the leg opening before we move on to the second step. To finish off, fold your elastic to the wrong side of the garment and once again using a zigzag stitch, sew around the entire waistband. Stretch your garment lightly as you sew, so that it's nice and taut. Repeat this with the leg elastic on both sides. Then give your garment a light press with your iron on a cool setting. And there you have it, you've made your own high leg classic briefs with concealed gusset seams and using the two-step method for attaching elastic. If you like this tutorial, please like and subscribe, and visit loveandlace.co.uk to sign up to my newsletter for more free patterns and exclusive discounts.